Hello, 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 and good morning, almost afternoon. Welcome back to day 40 of Eco. Um, Pretty much, I think today is gonna be the last day, and it's not gonna be a super long stream. It's Valentine's Day. I'm also there's like honestly not much to do, but what we are gonna end up probably doing is picking up a new server in the near future and joining up with some people that played on this server. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this and get things started. We're gonna hop in. It looks like there's one person on. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of check on some things, maybe leave a message. But yeah, I think day 40 is a good point to stop. I thought about playing the whole week on the server, finishing the bridge and all that stuff, but I just don't think there's really any reason to continue on this server at least. I've also been really enjoying Fix Government Act complete. Let's see what all this is. The government needs the ability to fix the government position quickly, remove constitutional article, new process to change elected title. Change elected title, admin may do so immediately. Everyone may propose an elected election of any type. General election, any new blah blah blah. Okay, that's fine. And then we have the protect inactive members 3. You are currently a member required to be in the demographic citizen has known inactive. Next tick in 2 minutes. Demographic is contained in the Census Bureau. Reference old monetary laws removed. Monetary law revision. So what is this? Occupants Penelope, Merrick, and Drake Sterling may be appointed by Brandon, an executive. All office holders must be in this demographic. If they cease to be, they will be removed from office. Note for appointed titles, this will only remove directly, blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada. Online, offline hours. All right. Brand's been busy. Brand is now governor. Excellent. He's been heading out for like 3 months too. Gubernatorial election revision vote. What is this? Um, Voters active Brand, none. Maximum election hours, 24. Minimum percent of eligible. Sure, whatever. Anywho, just curious who's well, he's still expanding. Interesting. Let's see. It said somebody was on. Just curious who it was. Autumn. Oh, biomesh. Interesting. Was gone for a sizable amount of time and came back apparently. But yeah, I think it's time. I think it is time to say our goodbyes. This is honestly gonna be a pretty short stream. We're gonna go ahead and say um Let me see. I want to check something. Where was it? Saw someone else use it. Use it over here. Or actually, I think on Ray probably has it, but let's see. Not there. Shit, I can't. Hmm. That's not it. Oh well. There it is. That's what I was looking for. It was that simple. See if I get this right. I think we can do this. Perfect. Excellent. I think we can do this as well. Try this a few times. I might have moved it up, unfortunately. Nope, it did move it down. All right, so let's try this. Mess around with this a little bit. Put this at 75. And do might be a little too big. Unless we need a lot more. Let's just see. Messing around. Oh gosh, that made it. That was a bit too much. So let's do this. And maybe that. See how that looks. There we go. Mess around with this a little bit. Let's see. 225 and then add a BR. So we actually get a space. Doesn't want a space. Maybe I do this. Let's try adding one here as well. Whatever. Get rid of this. What was that? Hold on. Modded from IMS. It made me it made me active after I made my comment on here. I voted yes, not because I agree with what you were doing, but because we need stable government in order to keep the planet running and more people populating it. I hope as people will continue to come on and keep running it. Oh no. Yeah, for now. We're actually ending pretty shortly today. We will be playing more eco though, because we're gonna go probably join up on a new server. But I felt like day 40 was a good time to kind of close out Merrick's run on the server. And yeah, just kind of, you're not authorized on this property. Oh, I'm not a part of the deal anymore. That's fine. Dan's truck has probably gone under the sea at this rate. But yeah, we're just I didn't get very much sleep last night, so didn't plan to do too much today. But we're definitely going to be joining up. I think a bunch of the people that played on this server, Nam, who is the Namadeus who did all of this. He, Bobby, or Dean Abernathy, and Bear, Ursa Bear Miner, are all on Cringer's community server. So we're probably gonna check that out. I guess it recently got restarted fresh, so that could be fun. Thinking about just going into full-on road work and continuing my project kind of that I've been doing down here, but on that server, and like just do really cool roadways and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we'll still do it, and then I'm just gonna go straight highway guy. See how it goes. Maybe not do anything absurd like this with these massive 7-lane highways, but I could still do that potentially. But I might just do like 5-lane highways so that you can at least have 2 cars get by each other, kind of thing. Um, but yeah. What I am gonna do is I'm going to click on this and give this to Gabriel. And give this to Gabriel. Damn, my fingers bother me. I don't think he's actually gonna be playing very much either. He's also playing a lot of New World. And I think he's actually getting prepped to do a lot of not New World, sorry, Lost Ark. Oh my god, New World. He's doing a lot of Lost Ark, but he's also prepping for, I guess, Destiny's new update. There we go. Not that he needs a truck. Yeah, we did get quite a bit of progress with that roadway. Uh, all right. I think that's good. We now don't have access to our own building. Yeah. Gotta love it. Resident access permitted. Wait, so it says I'm a resident here? Hold on. Oh yeah, I guess I did make myself a resident. But yeah, let me do this. Coming out of the going out of the world like we came in, practically buck naked. Well, it's been fun. We accomplished quite a bit. Definitely would have loved to see this world continue past Meteor with more people. Really have like a big effort of a group of us to put keep the world running. We did a really good job. I mean, we've gone 40 days. The meteor hit day 18. The waters were flooding by day like 15, 14, something like that. So like overall, like we've played this server probably at least 20, 22 days longer than they ever would have expected it to last. So we definitely did a good we did a good job. We did a good job. It's been a fun ride, and I'm looking forward to next season. Hopefully getting in. Obviously, it's still probably be approval process and stuff like that. But our next adventure, RP wise, is definitely going to be Dark Side Atlas 5.0, which it sounds like they're targeting a March release, which a couple weeks from now. Whether it's mid March, early March, late March, don't really know. But we'll definitely do our best to be ready for that. Still don't really know what we're going to be playing, who we're going to play with. But we're just gonna have a good time. I mean, we know Dan and Sophia are gonna be playing Niven and Kato. Obviously the big dogs of Late Shift and Fist of the Walrus and Classy, and I'm sure they'll all be playing it as well. But yeah, it should be a really good time. People have been waiting a long time for this, and it'll be our first season. So we'll do our best to contribute as best we can, and hopefully, ideally, I just really want to make some some really nice builds. I think that would be the ideal situation, and maybe make a really cool town, something like that. Uh, our old stopping grounds. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to see that Grizzle. Actually, let's just run over there. Go check out what Grizzle's done. That's gonna be the easiest way to get there. We can go north. Yeah, let's do one last. I don't actually have a vehicle now, but there should be some public transit around here somewhere, unless Brand removed those. But let's go. Let's do one like pass through Chivetown and all those different areas. See how things go. Honestly, don't know where the public transit stuff would have gone to. Might be one of them. There we go. It's still got some stuff in it. Excuse me. Oh, she's got it even more done. Oh, cool. She got the water as well. Very nice, May. Very nice. Actually gonna do this just without the UI on. Turn off my turn this off for a second. Turn this down. And let's pick a good soundtrack for this kind of tour. That's not it. Let's go ahead and get this up to about 120. Beautiful. Let's start at our facility. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna start where we end and go back to where we began. I don't think I'll be able to adjust this sign, will I? Oh. Oh, duh. It's like, what? Let's do 125. Oh, of course. Oh, well. Right. Anyways. This song is not gonna do it. Let's do ambient. Screw it. I can cut this part out. Make this yellow. Really, game? Uh, and I don't have a hammer. Doubt there's any in any of these. Maybe we'll get lucky and find one hammer somewhere, but I doubt it. Mainly because I think a lot of these, the inventory got completely deleted. But anyways, we'll continue on foot. Screw it. I didn't even see they completely gutted the police station. Never noticed that. Yeah, they did. All right, guys. I think that's a good way to wrap it. I'll cut that up. Maybe tweak it a little bit, add some music to the track or whatever, and kind of give that a little bit of a showcase. But yeah, it's been a good run. As 40 days, 40 days of just doing what we do. We made beautiful creations. This building's not a prime example of that, but we help supply materials for people to do some cool builds. Reggie built Dan this house out of a lot of our material. We started working on a cool tunnel that, you know what, next season I think that's one of the first things I do is I try and go right to doing something like that. I think I'm going to focus on doing roadwork stuff and just making really cool bridges and things that I had wanted to do more of, but ended up just getting kind of caught up in other things, which is not bad things, like just doing different stuff. But yeah, man, it was fun. It was really fun. Should probably get a quick shot of slasher wood actually. Cue this up a little bit. Turn here. You do another marker real quick. Plus Giles has kind of revamped Haley's castle and kind of fixed it up. So we want to make sure we show it off as well. Wrong way. Take a quick peek at Nomo's facility. Yeah, that's a good idea too. I'm also realizing I don't think I have food on me, so I might get to the point where I'm like starving walking. Might have to grab some tomatoes. Yeah, I can tell I'm slowed down. Get that taken care of real quick. Server's having a conniption right now, apparently. It's not getting wiped, but it is coming to an end. This server was never going to be a super long term. I think we found where Dan's windmills disappeared too. Yeah. Yeah, Nomo's facility is huge. Yeah, that's true. No, I still think the person that we suspected of taking them took them. Oh yeah, I know. I've toured it. I don't know. They just might not be allowed on the next server. It'll be handled by the admins. I'm not an admin. I don't handle any of that. But they're still playing. At least I think they are. They got some of their stuff back that was seized by the government, so yeah, I think it was fine because it actually was underwater. Nah, there's a person that's made many of them aware. Yeah, server's whitelisted. Well, not whitelisted. It has a password that is only available to people that were approved. And if you logged in and weren't approved, I believe you would be just removed. This server is ending. There's no reason to, honestly. I don't have control of the server anyways to do anything about it. Yeah, this server was flooded by about 6 meters, 4 to 6 meters of water. It could have been a lot more. Could have been up to 20, 21 by like day 3. The way they were producing CO2, but the server actually capped it at 2 meters per day before they shut it off. And then our meteor hit and impacted the server and the world 2,500 times. So we got basically a mega meteor that destroyed a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, we had stuff in place at the time, but the server died off, and it's kind of twofold. Part of the problem was that I as governor took a lot of the land claims away, and that I think encouraged someone to think that they could just go around and just take everything, even though I said don't strip things clean, take food and stuff that you think you might need, but don't go crazy. And this person went around and stole a bunch of stuff that they probably shouldn't have. So yeah, it kind of is what it is. Some people, they see a shiny object that they don't have, and it's not protected by a claim. They want to procure it. Yeah, it really did. Did a good job. Oh my god, I hate this game's water physics. I'm literally I just give up. I give up. One block away and you can't even get up. Honestly, don't even remember where this bridge leads to. I think this is leading back towards Ty Corp. But without the map, I'm actually kind of like really lost. No, because let me see. Dingus was... No, this should be heading back almost towards the desert. And I think Suki's bridge is in my bridge. The desert's over there. So I think we're heading back towards oh my god, water, stop. Some of the buildings like no one even saw, which is even crazy. Like I remember walking by this when it was being built. Don't know what it was going to end up being at whatever point, but I'm pretty sure it was going to be a restaurant or something. The Taylor stuff. Yeah, it was really funny. It was so nice. People hated it. Then I took over everything and stole everyone's land. I was actually, it was one of my, I was tempted to stay governor and then take, basically have like a purge and take everybody's property and then basically say, this is the annual purge. Crime and theft and murder are now legal. And that was going to be my final like send off, is just send it. Oh, this is the boat. Okay, I know where I am now. Good. I actually want to come down this way. But yeah, I wanted to do like a purge thing. Would have been funny. Never got off the ground, unfortunately. I love that someone literally RP'd that people could get on a boat so they could save their character from dying. So they made this boat as like the excuse as to why some people left. But yeah, I thought about doing the purge thing and just having a post on the Discord saying it is the final stages and the purge has begun. All property has been seized by the government and deleted. But yeah, decided against it. The old government building. Yeah. Yeah, Valheim definitely was a surprise killer of eco, that's for sure. Oh my god, this game. I want my Minecraft water physics, please. No lawsuit, Mojang. Just let them have it. Let them have it, please. All right, we're gonna attempt to go down to the bunker because I don't know if I have full access to even get down there, but we'll see. No, I is fully committed to Lost Ark right now. Lost Ark, and then I think they're going to be playing. I think he's actually been picked to join the late shift crew when they play the new Warhammer. Because apparently I think they're planning to have like a really big campaign because it's I forgot. I think I was watching Burke and he was talking about it. That the devs are saying that it's very possible for these Warhammer matches to last days. So they're gonna do a big campaign. It sounds like, and just kind of go ham with the game. So that could be fun. But I don't know all the details. I just kind of heard Cletus briefly talking to Ty earlier about it when I was watching Cletus play Lost Ark. Already kind of hashed over this, but I just want to get back to the bunker because I gotta show. I do have to show up Party House or yeah, Party House. Oh, you missed it. When Merrick was governor, he seized full control of every asset that Tyra Stockwell owned, and gave away all the skid steers and the cars to the citizens. Hey, how you doing? So yeah, Corp doesn't exist anymore because Merrick made sure that it was stripped of its properties, and he then gave full ownership of the Corp assets that were now owned by the government over to John Weissman, who was the final, like, I guess, political person uh, that was active before Merrick turned over and resigned as governor. So yeah, technically Tie Corp is non-existent. Music's fitting for going down a dark hole. Yeah, pretty much. The file of pics for what? For this? Like for uh like the signs and stuff, or our bunker government? I don't know why my character's suddenly wanting to run so slow or so fast. The workout pole. So I feel like I'm listening to Blade Runner right now. I don't know if Cletus ever actually even got a chance to see the tavern that Jerry, I think, worked on. Did a really good job. Oh, you hold control to slow walk. Okay. Wait, what was up here? Never even saw this. Every time I've been in this place, I never once saw this building. This second floor. Yeah, he's giving it out to the people involved as well. I have like video editing software. I have the professional version or the the premium version of uh DaVinci Resolve, but I'm not like experienced. I just kind of bought it so I have it whenever I do want to do or get into video editing of any kind for my own stuff. But I wouldn't I don't think I could actually edit that video in a timely manner. Plus, I still have this random occurrence with whenever I use DaVinci, I still get like crashes, like random crashes, and I don't know why. I know it's kind of common with video editing in general, but it's always been with DaVinci. I'd have just issues of random project crashes and all that kind of shit. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the real version, the pro version, but it is what it is. Yeah, I've honestly, I used to just edit with Windows Movie Maker because it was easy, it was simple to use, and I'd still would use that if they actually had it. But now they've got some kind of video editor, but I'm not super familiar with it. Why am I zooming around? The second highlight has become a lot longer than the last one. Just want to show the dump. It's too hard to get over to the Abernathy area, so I don't really want to go show that whole side, but we'll end it with Jimmy's dump. Why not, right? Yeah, and that's the thing, like, imagine if they had been able to, like, start Party House, like, beforehand, potentially, and, like, bring it into the bunker and, like, possibly keep other people around, too. But I think the timing and everything worked out perfect, honestly. It gave that group of people stuff to do past the meteor, because without it, I don't know if Dan and Sophie couldn't have been, like, cops because there was nothing to cop, and there's just was it would have just had they would have had a rough time. That's random. That person just must have a real hatred for Minecraft, I guess. Unless you said something like "F Minecraft, it's so dumb," and the guy's like, "I play DayZ, but I love Minecraft. You're banned." You never know. Context is everything. Oh shit! I forgot to check your. Yeah, I forgot to show your area too. Ah. Oh yeah, we're going to the void. There's so many trucks here now. Holy crap. Why'd I hit space? I ruined that 360. All right. Think that works. Oh, well, it's been a great ride, guys. That was that was a crazy 40 days. Absolutely crazy 40 days. I really was thinking about just going for the whole week streaming, but I'm like, I don't know. It's weird to not end on like an even number like 40, and to go 47 just seemed kind of odd. But yeah, like, why is it hold on. There we go. So yeah, our planet just got decimated. Absolutely decimated. This is probably like worst case scenario you could possibly have with the meteor. Well, I don't know if this is worst case scenario. This is a plan what 4 kilometer or a 4K map hit 2,500 times. It'd be on lateshift.tv, but it's not going to be for probably another year. Yeah, the planet got hit 2,500 times, and it crashed the server with the first hit, and we think every time it tried to restart, it triggered the asteroid again, and the asteroid hit a second time, and then it would crash again. So we're not 100% sure how many times it ended up hitting, but eventually it finally stopped. But yeah, it was bad. I'm sure the devs or admins could spawn in another meteor strike if they really wanted to. Willie spawned this one in. It wasn't active to begin with, and then when we got closer to the end of the playthrough for most of the late shift people, it they spawned it in. Yeah. So we could you could definitely have this get hit again. But rumors are next season they're going to try to pull off a Fallout style. We come out of the bunkers with a government that's established but has to be rebuilt. And some other parameters. A meteor would have already hit. I doubt they'll do the flooding, because honestly the flooding is what kills everything. But yeah. Yeah, Gabriel built a giant concrete curtain around the facility, and all the meteors impacted the concrete and stuff. I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, Krieger. But they were talking about it even this season, about trying to do like something like that, but they wanted to, there's a lot of stuff that they didn't have in the game that they wanted to add. Like they wanted to add the go-karts. But the go-karts actually could have destroyed the server. But the go-karts would have really been fun for the racetrack. But yeah, it does sound like there's a lot of things they want to add. There's some mods that people are working on. I was talking to Pants, and this is obviously subject to change. You can't hold anyone accountable or to this being the God's honest truth, but he was saying that they are hoping to maybe give the dev team and the admin team about 3 months preparation to pre-seed the world, possibly pre-build some of it, and then have the meteor trigger, and then set spawn points for people, I guess, and stuff like that, and then go from there. It's gonna be very interesting to see, because a meteor strike on its own, I don't think will completely wipe out every animal type or plant type. So I think we'll have like very low populations of animals to start out with, which will be key for chefs and butchers and stuff and hunters to not over farm. It'll be very interesting to see if this happens. Obviously, this is all speculation. I don't know. I'm not part of the team. I did tell Pants, since he's probably gonna be involved, that if they need someone to build buildings and stuff, I'll gladly go in there with admin privileges or just some sort of admin tool to spawn in stuff and build and stuff like that. But we'll see. That's still at least a year down the road. So but we'll see. Well, the thing is, the way they're going to work it then this next time is they're going to have laws in place that already restrict a lot of the issues. Well, this is I'm kind of going into my own territory now, so let's say this isn't late shift. This is just how it's probably going to go down. They're going to have laws in place that restrict tailing placing, hunting, overhunting animals, and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll have the laws and a currency, a global currency already established. And our process more than likely is going to be just rebuilding the planet from coming out of the bunker, reestablishing the government, building itself, and ratifying new laws or whatever as we see fit, but making sure that there's a groundwork for pre-existing laws that keep people in check to start off. And then eventually, I'm sure they'll take the reins off and let corruption and sabotage and all that kind of stuff potentially take over. I don't know 100%, but we'll have to see. That it's like I said, it's not going to be till at least next year, more than likely, unless there's a really long stretch of no video games and they say, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to throw eco into our mix. But yeah, we'll see. Well, there was more than one there was more than one admin in the server. It wasn't just Willie. A lot of other people had the admin privileges. He was just the main person helping control the servers and stuff. Yeah, there was. I mean, you can kind of see. I'm trying to think of what's the easiest way to even see. Isn't there a way to see the population? Oh, forgot I was down here. You can see the player base somewhere, I thought. Well, there were several people that had admin privileges. No. Sorry, for who had admin roles in the server. It wasn't just Willie. Like, I'm pretty sure it was a few other people. But let's go. I'm gonna log out at my original base. My original stomping grounds. Looking at the bridge that we made. Bridge was the first big build we did, other than our house, obviously, and facility. But yeah, is that where it is? Oh yeah. So like you could go through this and click on the different people and actually see what potential titles they had. But there's a few people. Like Cream had admin privileges on his name, to where he couldn't have anything like taken from him. Like I tried to take his land. as the governor and or like just remove it, even though he was like well, let me rephrase this. Using the abandoned tag, I couldn't add it to any of his properties because he had an admin backend tag as well. So the only way I was able to take his actual property was to executive action take it as governor. So but even then, there were certain areas that, like the government building, the old courthouse. I couldn't actually mess with the old courthouse because that had admin block on it. Apparently, Brand said there is a way you can write laws to get around that, but the admin tag does have a lot of power per se as far as protecting your shit. But I'm going I was like, I feel like I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, it's we'll have to see about next season. Whenever next season does happen, obviously I'll sign up, hope to get approved. No guarantees, obviously, because I think one of the big things that did kill this server was the inability for the server to run at more than 65 people. That really did kind of suck, and it threw a wrench in a lot of people's hope for the game, like hope to like meet up and play with people. I think it just was it kind of put a damper on some people's desire to play, on top of there being issues with some power gamingness and stuff like that. But I didn't even see you change the sign. No, I disagree with the map size. I think the map size was fine. If you really look at the world, there was a lot of people spread out, kind of how it should be. Now, could they maybe drop from a 4K map to a 3K map? Yeah. 2K was way too small. They saw that in the first like 2 seasons. It was too crowded, which is not necessarily always great for RP, because if you're literally like on top of each other and you have multiple people talking, with the way that the audio or the voice works in this game, you just have a whole bunch of mumbled jumbled conversation, and it doesn't necessarily work. I think you can easily make a map this size work if we had been able to keep 100 players playing and have an average of like 60 something people playing day and night, rather than everybody loading everything at night. Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Yeah, if they can use the DSR, if we can use the dark side audio voice for like eco at some point, that would be awesome. I think what I hope for next season for late shift is, I hope that during the application process they say, what time frame do you normally play, and make sure that the time frame that people play is spread out, so that there's always a good chunk of people in the morning, good chunk in the afternoon, and obviously there will be a lot of people at night, because we know there's a lot of people that only want to play when the late shift guys are playing, or when the classies or the Fists of the Walrus, when they're playing. And that's fine, I get it. But for this type of server, we really need to make sure that there's a diverse number of people playing at varying times. I purposely missed out on a lot of core RP situations on this server because I played in the morning afternoon-ish, which I was fine with. My character didn't need to be involved in all the stuff that happened at night, even though a lot of really crazy stuff did. And a lot of stuff happened when I wasn't online, which sucked in some aspects of it. But in the grand scheme of things, I had great interactions with the people that I played with pretty much the entire season. Yeah, exactly, Pants. I knew you guys were probably going to do that and update it, because I feel like that was a big thing that could definitely help, because then you can still approve more than the number of people that server can hold, which you guys did anyways. But you can make sure that everything's not back end loaded, and I like it. Like, you guys have obviously got a lot of good feedback. And because, like, you can easily approve 200 people and be like, listen, this is your time slot and we really need you to kind of stay in that slot. If you do slide into like a later night RP situation, that's fine, but if you're on for 15 hours, that's maybe not a good idea. So like, and obviously you guys will work it out, but like, all things considered, this server and this season was really good, really fun for a lot of people. I know there's some people that literally played, didn't like where some of the power gaming, whatever you want to call it, was happening. They left. They felt like they weren't going to accomplish anything. I think they could have worked through that had they actually tried. But this was not power gaming at its peak. Like, yes, there were people that got technology quickly. Yes, Ty Corp and the Abernathys built up big corporations pretty quickly, but that never would have killed the server, excluding the pollution and the flooding and all that. We're not talking about that aspect of it, but just them having that stuff doesn't really affect other people if you're looking at the game from a RP standpoint. I never once cared that that other people had a bunch of shiny shit that I didn't yet. I progressed to that point over time with deals with Ty, with Bobby, to get machines I needed when the time came for it. I wasn't trying to get it right off the bat. I had Suki over here and John and Gabriel. So like, I think some people just got a little too, I need to be super top of the tier of the game, rather than saying I need to just actually RP this. Yeah. Like, I mean, you can't really blame Ty, because they just kind of started their business or started their whatever, and then people kind of tagged on and were like, oh, hey. So like, some of it was RP related. I talked to Nam about a lot of his deals that he had with Ty. There was stuff that he had on Ty, like for RP wise, that made it so Ty directly went to him to buy coal. Even though he could have got coal from other people, he had to go to Nam to get the coal. So some aspects were definitely RP related to it, but I might need to get a drink in a second. But I feel like there's a lot of people who left early. They left for the wrong reasons. They didn't want to focus as much on the RP, and they wanted to just play the game. That's the wrong server for that, in my opinion. Yeah. And honestly, I think next season, and you guys will probably end up doing this, I think it could be even slower. I think it could be like 2 weeks before you have your 3rd star, for no matter what your house bonus or your food bonus is potentially. Maybe that doesn't work for the late shift schedule of playing video games and the variety aspect of it, but I don't know. I personally think it could take longer. And if there was a way to eliminate house bonuses completely and get rid of, like, maybe just keep food bonuses as a thing, which would make chefs even more valuable, that could be cool. I don't know. You guys will easily figure it out. You'll have plenty of time to actually get some mods and stuff in that maybe help curtail that. Yeah. No, exactly. But yeah, it just, again, like, everything that happened in this server, it makes me really hopeful for the next season. And maybe even test seasons before that, especially if we do get boats before next season, which, cross fingers, could happen, could not happen. Who knows? They've been waiting for years for boats. But boats could be a really good addition that adds some variety and some unique play styles and RP potential. But yeah, overall, great server, lots to learn, and I definitely think sky's kind of the limit. Yeah, I think their water physics are the big issue with the boats, and I think it's gonna take a lot. Obviously, Test would know more than anybody. He's one of the he's like the guy, but I feel like their water physics are the main reason we don't have boats yet because the water physics are very interesting. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome, man. I would be so for that. And I think it would I honestly, if you made it so like you couldn't even get to the higher tech tree, I think that could even be really cool. Like, I don't know. Like maybe it's a point where like there's just like nothing can progress past iron levels of things or something. I don't know. Or at Steam, yeah. Like I think that could be a whole other uh angle that could be approached. And then no one's getting like a giant jump ahead. Yeah, that sounds awesome too. Photographers to like help make actual maps so you don't have to use so that you don't have a mini map anywhere. Like you actually have to use a paper map like you're in Minecraft. Like looking at a paper map would be really cool. Pull it up and it has like where you've been to a point. And if you can look at other people, maybe you have it so you can have someone will sell you a half of their map. Like, oh hey, this is what I've discovered, and you kind of stitch it together or something. I don't know. You guys have a good think tank. I know that much of like ideas and stuff. So it'd be really cool to see. But let me see. Let me go sit at my door. Sit at my door. The door. I would sit at my throne or my seat that was at the top of the building, but it got absolutely destroyed by the meteor that I was sitting on. I think it's because the meteor literally targeted me because I was on the roof. Whoops. What's going on here? What's going on here? Yeah, I think nations will be amazing. It'll make sure that people can really just have a unique experience potentially. As far as like making their own laws and stuff in their own zones. Oh yeah, I think that's the first thing they're going to work on doing is eliminating any kind of name plating. Like, and I think if they can get it done where you can't see who owns the building, who owns the machines, sort of like what Venalus and Darkside are doing with Atlas, where the only way you know who owns that building is if you're part of their clan or whatever, and then you can't just walk up to a building and see names. Would be outstanding, out friggin' standing. But yeah, I'm actually gonna go sit over here. This is actually our original, like very first area that we set up was going to be right over here before I decided to move closer to that tree line. But yeah, this like right here is where my first camp was actually set down. I think it's a good spot to kind of end it there. I am the Desert Rose. Oh, the it did not like me holding that button down that much. We actually got some frame drops. Hopefully it's done. It didn't like that very much. It doesn't like the camera going on and off again, but anyways, well, what was the planet called? What did Ivan end up calling it? was a flower, right? I can't remember. Planet Petunia, something like that. I know it was named after Mayor Bear. Honeypot, that's what it was. Well, Planet Honeypot. It's been hey, thanks for the sub. Thanks, I appreciate it, Pants. Add into that total. That's another thing. Like I was blown away by the support of the community. Like my wife was literally just every day, like just kind of in awe of like the support and the viewership. It's been outstanding, and I can't wait to continue to produce content and stuff. Yeah, Merrick's taking the boat. Merrick's officially leaving. I was going to play the rest of this week, but I feel like 40 days is a good point to kind of stop the playthrough. I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. The underground tunnel thing was fun while I messed around with it. We're probably going to end up jumping onto Cringer's community server because it just started recently. But oh yeah, I don't even have the thing up. I turned it off when I was doing my video. But yeah, we're probably gonna hop on the Cringer server. I know that Nomo is over there. I know that Bear, Ursa Minor Bear is there. Dean Abernathy's there. Spicy Tuna. Yeah, I can get you a link, Krieger, if you wanna check it out potentially too. I think Azuri might be going over there. They just recently updated it. I'm not sure what the parameters are to get in. I got a link to Cringer's Discord. But yeah, we're gonna be playing. As much as it's probably going to kill the analytics, I am going to talk about that just for a second. The analytics are probably going to die a little bit, but I'm going to play some Lost Ark after this and probably stream Lost Ark for at least this week. But we'll probably throw the eco streams in the morning because that seems to be a good time to play eco. Plus, I like to play eco in the morning. I'm kind of addicted to it. And then I'll just do Lost Ark at night, whether it's on stream or off stream, doesn't matter. We got 50. We're working our way through a lot of the new the end game stuff now. I say end game, the early end game. Like we're only like gear score 250 something, I think, if that. So we're still baby levels of Lost Ark. But oh, look at that butt shot. There you go. All right, honeypot. It's been real. Been absolutely real. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. It's probably stupid. I'm gonna stop the stream real quick and then start it so I can get the VOD separated properly. I don't want to have to highlight it again. So 1 second, guys. Stream's gonna die. It's gonna come right back, and then we're gonna jump into Lost Ark.